Hello and welcome back to Dragonfall. We are back at the safe house talking to our buddies, and we're finding out that Blitz is in debt and has a thing for his ex-girlfriend. So we're gonna pry into his personal life. Let me reread this for you guys from the last episode. So it's up to you, Chief. You really want to go down this road, or shall we keep this relationship professional? You're clearly preoccupied with this. In our line of work, preoccupied can get you killed, so spit it out and we'll deal with it. Blitz meets your gaze for a moment, then looks away and sighs. Alright, where to begin? I met Emily in Dragonfall. She was the first person who was ever more important to me than myself. I was crazy about her, Chief. To this day, she's the only person I've ever met who could out-deck me. And the real kicker is that she wasn't even a decker by trade. There was nothing she wasn't good at. I like to dabble in rigging, but Emily, that girl could pick up anything that she set her mind to. Sounds like a hell of a girl. She was. She made things right. No matter how stupid I was, no matter how I got myself into, what I got myself into, she made it right. I don't think much of many people, Chief. Emotional attachments aren't really my thing. Love seems like a diluted word these days, so I won't waste it on Emily. Let's just say that she was important to me. And then I lost her. I didn't know what was happening. It came out of nowhere. One day she was just gone, along with most of my decking gear. The only explanation was a handwritten note on old-fashioned paper. Leave me alone. That was it. We'd been together for years, and that was all she left me. That and this beat-up old cyberdeck. Naturally, I freaked. We'd had our share of arguments, but we'd never had a huge blowout or anything. I couldn't think of anything that'd drive her to do a thing like that. Mostly I felt hurt, so I searched for her, in the real world and in the Matrix. And when that turned up nothing, I started tapping my contacts. And that's when I started racking up debt. And so, did you find her? No. She's gone, Alice. Without a trace. I looked high, I looked low. I poked into everything I could think of. And my contacts did the same. He shakes his head. She's gone, Chief. At this point, I've accepted that. But I still have to repay those debts. I'm surprised you've given up so easily. There must be some place you haven't looked. He blinks. I don't know, Alice. I really did look everywhere. And at great personal cost. If she means that much to you, you owe it to yourself to try. Yeah, you might be right. He shakes his head. Fuck. I thought I was done with this. But you're right. Without some kind of closure, I'm never going to be at peace with this. Thanks for the talk, Chief. I'll let you know how it goes. You do that, Blitz. Good luck. There's all those other, like, alternative options where I can basically tell him, I'm not interested anymore. And they're all written like you're a huge asshole. Alright. Does Paul have anything to say to us? If not, we're going to go look around the shops and see if they've got anything of note. Alice, greetings. Amsel peers at you through a battered old pair of wire rim glasses. There is something gentle about the man with his silver hair and his tweed jacket. He looks more like an aging art history professor than he does like a criminal go-between. Is there something I can do for you? I'd like to ask you about another member of the team. Cruise Bazaar, let's see. Okay, nothing new there, I think. Okay. Actually, let's pick up the mission, since it doesn't require us to choose anything yet. Let's see, any new messages? Oh, 2 unread messages. Read job hijack shipments. Gunrari Metbach. Gunari. If you value your new hardware coming into the Cruise Bazaar, we need to talk. One of my weapon shipments was hijacked by a local gang. I can promise 500 new yen, and if you can recover the shipment, I'll have some new gear on the shelf. Come see me for details. Commissioning services. I would like to arrange a meeting between you and one of our representatives. You will find him at the cafe nearby. His name is Luca Duer. He will be expecting you. Come alone. Status of the Alice Fund. Oh, it's just a flat 10,000. All right. Are any of these new? I don't think so. Maybe that was. Oh yeah, I think it is. Okay, well, Francis Highlander best new deck. I'm just gonna skim these over. I'm not gonna read them out. This is kind of, you know, it does sort of flesh things out a little bit just to show the community of runners. I mean, this is sort of vaguely charming, the spam forum thing, but yeah. All right, well, let's see. Pay data. I mean, I already gave it to the other group. Is there any downside to doing this? I don't think so. All right, jobs directory. Read pending. I think that's the... Yeah. Did we already do this? I think we already read this. Maybe not. Maybe we read the other one. I think the pharma cleanup job is the one we read before that we were going to do next, but it sounds like we've got, yeah, Herr Fuchs, yeah. We've also got a couple of pending ones out in the Cruise Bazaar, so let's go talk to them real quick. Okay. There's one in the... So this guy here, and then there's one in the bar? I think they said. Come on. Welcome back. You need some weapons? Some ammunition, perhaps? Well, let's look at his gear first, just out of curiosity. What'd you get? Those are submachine guns, shotguns. Yeah, the other thing I was carrying was the shotgun. So should I jump on the sniper rifle train or not? I think it's gonna mean... I mean, I wish I had a better sense of what the actual stats are, right? Like, if it's just doing... Did I say this before? I don't remember. I'm thinking it again if I thought it before, so I might as well say it again. If the sniper rifles, like, obviously 16 is a bit more than 13 or I think 10, which is what my current one does. Yeah. But like, if it's only got a capacity of 4, it's a bolt action rifle. So if it's only got a capacity of 4, it presumably doesn't have the double or multi-shot options. So am I not like, does it have a greater crit chance? I already have a very high crit chance. So kind of unclear why I would do that. The range is the same. The damage is higher. The capacity is lower. It doesn't seem like a good investment. Oh, pierces up to 2 armor on this one. It'd be interesting if it pierced armor. I didn't even think about that, but it doesn't say that. I mean, that would make it a more worthy investment. Also, there's no non-smart version of the Walther. Interesting. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up real quick to see if it shows up. See, Ruger 100, action cost, magazine size, AP cost, 1, range combat, no details. Thank you, official wiki. Rifles, let's see. Maybe it's the... Hold on. Maybe this spreads out a little bit more after at higher levels. Like maybe the differentiation and damage is higher. I mean, the Walther only does 18. There actually aren't very many rifles. There's less than I thought. Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I mean, it does more damage than the top automatic rifle, but not by a dramatic amount. And it doesn't give any information about whether it's got a more consistent, a better accuracy or something like that makes it easier to hit with it. I think that's entirely based on your actual skills, so that's weird. Anyway, got distracted. Got your message about that missing shipment. How can I help? He nods. A gang from a nearby Kies has been hijacking shipments bound for the Kriz Bazaar, taking money out of our pockets. I could use your help to stop this from happening. Your dear departed Monica used to provide encryption and information control for the Kriz Bazaar. Now that she's gone, we merchants have been having no end of trouble. The obvious answer is that the gang has been intercepting our communications. What kind of communications? Shipping manifests, payment orders, that kind of thing. A group with an agenda could use that information to set an ambush, and that's just what this gang has been doing. Several cargo trucks full of goods have already been hijacked en route to the Kriz Bazaar. I had a tracking device planted on the last shipment that I sent out. Containers full of weapons and medical supplies. Sure enough, it got taken, and I've tracked it to Gissunbrunnen. If you've never been there, it's a Kies built out of an old U-Bahn station and some old bunkers. Rumor has it, a new gang called the Rabengeister is holed up there. I suspect the two things are related. So anyway, I need you to go to Grusbrunnen, find the Rabengeister, and get our goods back. I can offer you 500 Nuyen for the task. And if you can recover our missing weapon shipment, I'll be able to sell you some better hardware too. Can you tell me anything about this gang, about the Rabengeister? He frowns. Not much, I'm afraid. From what I've heard, the Rabengeister are tricky. They have a reputation for stirring up trouble, then disappearing without a trace. I would tread carefully in Gissunbrunnen if I were you. How do I get to Gissunbrunnen? Just take the U-Bahn. The line still runs, though not many folks stop at Gissunbrunnen anymore. The market there used to be something of a tourist attraction, but I think they've fallen on hard times recently. I'll take care of it. Good. It's about time I had some new inventory come in. And one more thing, Alice. I'm going to need you to go in light on this one. Take a friend along if you'd like, but no more than one. If you spook them, they could trash the merchandise. Best go quiet. Best go soon, too, before the trail goes cold. Well, that's interesting. To go with one person. Alright, well, let's go to the bar, which I believe is up here. I think this is what they were referring to. So we'll have to check that out. Am I wrong? Back room, maybe? A lucky strike. Alice, fancy seeing you again. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I live here, and I like a drink as much as the next lady. Of course you do. She raises her glass in salute. Now, is there something you wanted to talk about? Been finding much work recently? Yeah, but the Kriz Bazaar isn't the best place to do it. There aren't a ton of jobs out here if you don't have a network. You don't have people in the Kriz Bazaar? Nope, my crew is in Mitte. There's a lot of work out there if you can handle it, but life isn't as pleasant out there as it is in the Kriz Bazaar. She gestures with her cigarette, the tip glowing red in the gloom. I mostly visit your lovely little Kies between runs to restock and relax. It's a good place for that. Nice and slow-paced. She pauses for a moment to search for a word. Quaint. I don't suppose you'd be interested in taking a permanent position on my team? Don't suppose I would. Like I said, I've got a team of my own. Good people who have earned my loyalty 100 times over. I can do a little moonlighting here and there, but they wouldn't take it kindly if I up and bailed on them. She takes another sip of scotch. Better that they stay like this. If you need me for a run, I'm available. You just need to pay me first. Keeps things clean and simple. Is the bartender here any good? Nope. It's called the Wine Killer for a reason. The guy behind the bar is more like a Brush League sommelier than he is a proper bartender. Knows a bit about wine, but when it comes to mixing drinks, he's useless. If you want a drink, I'd recommend sticking to something simple. Try ordering something with more than 2 ingredients and you're asking for trouble. So are you a wine drinker then? Me? No. Never developed a taste for it. She tilts her glass, swirling the amber liquid inside. I'm not a big fan of sweet things. Never have been. And even when I was a kid. I've always preferred smoke. If you don't like wine, why hang out in a wine bar? Because it's usually empty in here, and I don't like to be bothered. And as hopeless as the bartender is, it's tough to mess up scotch if you order it neat. Now, do you have a question, or... I gotta run. See you around. Yeah, see ya. Okay, where is... I guess... I missed something. I thought we had to meet somebody, but maybe it's not here, or maybe it didn't trigger properly. Hold on, we'll take a quick look. Or maybe I screwed it up by talking to... What's his face? Hold on, let me just double check the computer here. Cafe nearby. Oh, cafe. Okay. I don't know why they didn't put a marker on that for me. I thought it said bar, but my mistake. All right, we'll take a quick look at this and then we'll call the episode, I think. Luca Durer. So you're Alice, huh? The Lake Monica Schaefer's replacement. He looks you up and down, then nods. Good, you look the part. Let me get right to business. My organization would like to retain your services for the indefinite future, but first, we're asking you to go on a trial run, an audition of sorts, to prove that you're the right woman for the job. Assuming that you complete this trial to our satisfaction, I will then offer you a variety of simple tasks. All of these should be achievable in the course of your everyday business. You won't need to go out of your way to expose yourself to much unnecessary risk. For each task you complete, you will be rewarded handsomely. There will be a bonus if you finish them all. So, have I piqued your interest? Will you accept our offer? Who do you work for? How did you know where to find me? My organization knows everything worth knowing in Germany, including this small pond that is Berlin. It is in our best interests, however, to remain unknown to the world at large. For the time being, it is all that you need to know. I mean, this feels like just a kind of cheap way to leverage in a, small, like micro mission system. What does this audition pay? I can offer you 1,500 new yen, but only if you can complete the full audition, the run and post-run interview to our satisfaction. If you fail to perform up to our expectations, you will receive no pay and no further offers of work. That isn't much. It's an audition. The purpose of this trial is for you to prove your worth to us, not the other way around. Of course, you're free to decline if you wish, but know that there are hundreds of runners in Berlin who would kill for the opportunity to work for us. We came to you because we think that we see a glimmer of potential. If you prove us wrong, we will happily take our offer elsewhere. I mean, that's pretty... The whole thing's shady, but sure, I'm in. Good. He smiles. Very good. Now on to the task at hand. There's a man named Alishir. He is a senior manager at Hermes Eurocom, a respected figure in his community. My organization also suspects him of working with pro-corporate extremists. These people are actively working to undermine the Flux state and pave the way for a corporate-controlled Berlin. My organization has no more desire to see Berlin default to the corporations than you do. However, we are hesitant to act on our suspicions without proof. This is where you come in. Keep talking. You will meet with a team that I've arranged for you, and with their assistance, you will plant surveillance devices in his apartment. Take the U-Bahn to Frankfurter Tor and go alone. The rest of your team will meet you there. Hang on a second, I already have a team. Yes, you do. You do, yes. They are unsuitable for this job. Remember, this is a test of your abilities, not Iger's or Glory's or Dietrich's. If it's that important to you, I'll work with your team. Very good. The moment that you board the train to Frankfurter Tor, your test will begin. I would advise you to bring what you need in terms of medical supplies and ordnance. Once you embark on your trial run, there will be no turning back. After you have planted the devices and verified that they work, come back to me. There will be a brief interview, post-mortem on the run, if you like, and assuming that I am satisfied with what I hear, I will pay you your first stipend. Then we will discuss our future options. Best of luck, Alice. We will be watching. All right. I've got options then. Okay. Well, this episode's gone on a little long. Let's get back to the base. Or actually, I think we'll just wait outside, because I think the next thing we're going to do is probably do one of the small missions. Anyway, we'll see you guys for something else next time.